Hi, and welcome to CarethaTV, the place to find wisdom for victorious living. Now that I have your attention, I want to know, are you having victories in your daily life? Oh, yes, I know we have victory in Christ Jesus. We have victory over eternal damnation, but the question still remains, are you having victory in your daily life? Well, you have come to the right place because we are going to give you some insights and guidelines for living a skillful life. As we look at our society and our world at large, it looks like we're losing the battle on faith and morality. It seems like immorality is just running wild everywhere in our communities, in our cities. However, we can have victory in our individual lives. But first things first, what is wisdom? We got to know what wisdom is. I'm going to give you several definitions for wisdom. The dictionary says that wisdom is the right application of knowledge and information, insight into the true nature of things, the ability to judge, that is, to discern truth from error and right from wrong. And now that we know what wisdom is, we need to know where wisdom originates. And you know what? We're going to go to the Word. We're going to go to the Bible because I want you to see for yourself where wisdom originates. Colossians 2, 1 through 3 reads, I want you to know how hard I'm contending for you, and for those at Laodicea, and for all who have not met me personally. My goal is that they may be encouraged in heart and united in love, so that they may have the full riches of complete understanding, in order that they may know the mystery of God, namely Christ, in whom are hidden all the treasures of wisdom and knowledge. Did you notice that? In verse 2 it says, the mysteries of God, namely Christ, in whom are hidden all the treasures of wisdom. The treasures of wisdom is in Christ. Now I'm going to tell you a story of someone who found this hidden treasure. The man by the name of King Solomon. We can find his story in 1 Kings 3. But I want to tell you this story because according to the Bible, during King Solomon's reign, the nation of Israel experienced more peace and prosperity during any other time of that nation's history. Well, you may be wondering how and why did that happen? You know why? Because King Solomon ruled with wisdom. God gave him wisdom. He asked God, and God gave him wisdom. King Solomon ruled with such great wisdom that the nations around heard all about him, and heads of state came to see what is going on with King Solomon in Israel. The Queen of Sheba came to King Solomon because she heard so much about him. But when she came, she was like, wow, you all didn't even tell me the half. This man is more wiser. He has more prosperity than anybody can even imagine. What are you doing, King Solomon? Why was this nation at such peace and prosperity? Why was there so much riches in Israel during King Solomon's reign? It's because he ruled with wisdom. Since Solomon ruled with such wisdom, he was able to discern truth from error, right from wrong. And he was able to make decisions that touched the hearts of the people. And the people wanted to do that which was right. Solomon asked God for wisdom because he didn't know how to rule over thousands of people, over a multitude of people. He asked for wisdom and God gave him wisdom. I want you to notice something. Right after God gave King Solomon wisdom, that wisdom was tested. Because I don't know if you know the story in 1 Kings 3. But right after Solomon became king, there were these two harlots. Each one of them had a baby. They had a newborn. And during the night, one of these harlots rolled over on her baby and suffocated the baby. Well, she took that dead baby and she put it in the other lady's arm. And when they woke up the next morning, the mother of the living one looked at the baby and said, nah, this is not my baby. I know my baby. Every mother knows her baby. And she said, no, this is not my baby. So they argued about that. And they decided, well, let's just take it to King Solomon. Let him decide. Oh, now I want you to listen to the wisdom of King Solomon. King Solomon listened to that case, and he said to his servant, go get me a sword. And he said, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this sword and I'm going to cut this child in half. And each one of you will have a half of this baby. Oh, the mother who did not birth the baby said, yeah, go ahead, do that. Then each one of us will have a half. But the real mother screamed out and she said, no, don't kill the child. Let her have it. King Solomon knew right away who the real mother was, because no real mother would allow her child to be killed. He said, give that woman her baby. See the wisdom? He was able to discern right from wrong and to be able to judge rightly because of the wisdom that God had given him. Wisdom was the key to solving this problem between the two harlots. You know, during this time, there was no DNA testing. So God had to give Solomon what he needed to rule over this great multitude of people. If you like these lessons, subscribe to our channel. Tell your friends and colleagues about us. Like us on Facebook. And tune in the next time, because we're going to be talking about the benefits of wisdom. Why it is that we need wisdom. Remember, when wisdom cries out, listen to her, for she has the answer to all of your life situations.